What is up, guys and gals? Welcome back to Orcish Inn. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today as we hang out for a little while. And we've got medicine and some more knowledge. You know what? That was one of my favorite memes, and so I'm just going to keep referencing it, all right? I can't help it. It's a thing that I thought was hilarious when it first came out, and I still find it to be pretty funny. I'm going to throw some apple logs in here. It can only hold 10, which is a bummer because apple logs weigh a ton, and we are overweight as shit right now. Like, we are super overweight, but what we need is some iron ore, and we can get that from busting rocks. And so there it is. We got ourselves a little bit of iron ore from busting them rocks. I'm going to put my hand back on right here. Oh, storage is full. Okay, so it can hold 5 objects maximum. I had that a little bit off. So with regards to our progress, is anything happening right now? Like, we've got wood in there, clearly. Oh, production storage is full. You've got to leave space, otherwise it won't do its thing. So we might actually be well served in having several furnaces. That's what I think I'm going to do from now on. And so if I could put in, like, several more furnaces, that'll be nice. So there's a couple of furnaces right there. That'll allow us in the first place. It'd be really cool if they were connected. So, like, you could basically just use one of them if they're side by side, because it looks like there's some kind of connection thing happening anyways. That gets some things out of my inventory. I will go inside. Oh, you can see the little iron bar inside of there. That's pretty sweet. I hadn't even considered that, but that's super awesome. Yeah, I'm going to get my iron bar so I can start off with my sawmill, because that's the next thing that I really need to build. So we have all the stuff we need in order to make a sawmill. This will also clear out a pretty good chunk of my inventory. It wants me to place this. Oh, I don't know. I'll probably put it right here for right now. And so the sawmill will probably give us the ability to make, yes, lumber planks and decorative planks. So we put in wood and it produces. Let me put in some apple wood here. I'm actually going to try and clear out as much of my inventory as I can on this one. And so if I clear that, I don't know how I get the decorative planks, but I assume at some point I'll, like, level up at this whole, like, lumberjacking thing. And so that's got me unencumbered now, which is great. Our stamina's a little bit low, so my suggestion would be while it's doing its thing over here and it's producing some of these, so we get sawdust. Ooh, the sawdust takes up hella space, though, and hella production. Yikes, but we did get the planks we needed, so now we can actually finally start building something and actually, like, being somebody, so that's pretty cool. I need to find a space that's going to be productive for my building. And actually, I think we had the ability to build ourselves. I'm terrified of this water right here because of the current. And so I think we had the ability to build ourselves. Oh, look at that. The planks are way lighter, too. That's nice. Way lighter than rough-hewn logs, so that's good. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cover up this entire area with wood, if I can. I think there was, like, an outdoor floor that I could do right there. Oh, it takes 100 to make a bridge. Holy bejeebus. That's a lot of wood. That's a pretty good chunk of wood that it wants us to have in order to get that done. I will then just relegate myself to the corner, I guess. I'm going to throw out a fishing rod over here, and we will see how we do with regards to the fishing game, because our stamina is pretty brutal at the moment. If it's dusk, we can sleep. Yeah, he says he's really exhausted, so it might be worth it. Oh, cool, we caught a fish. Nice. That refilled a ton of our stamina. Very cool. I didn't even know that I had a fish on the line. Methinks the fishing game has not been fully implemented yet, because sometimes when you reel in, you just get stuff. I don't know. Don't let it sit out there for too long. Ah, perfect. We managed to get ourselves nice and rested up. However, our bread supply is running a little bit lower. Are these budding right here? What's going on with these? Do I need to water them at all would be my other thing. So if I look at that right there, it looks like the hydration of the soil appears to be okay. So I think maybe it likes to be around, because these ones right here are clearly happier. These ones that have connection with 3 tiles appear to be much happier than these ones that only have connection with 2. And so I'm thinking what it was talking about previously in the tutorial is that you want to do, like, Hey. What are you doing? You better get out of here, snail. I see you messing with my stuff. Is that all done? It looks like it's mostly done. I'll clear up some production space just so I can get moving again. And we've got 20 planks now. Cool. And all of our iron ingots are done as well, although I don't know what those weigh. Probably a lot. Probably more than I want them to weigh. We picked up a fish, so I would say throw him in there, and let's just see. It looks like we can get a baked salmon out of that, and that's going to be the first little chunk of our food supply for the future. I can't wait until we actually have enough materials here to start building fun stuff. And so I can build a wooden floor. I think I'm going to use this area over here to get started with my building, and that's going to necessitate me chopping down some serious tree on this side. So I'm going to get started on this tree right here, and if I've just got to sell the wood after I get up and out of here, I'm not going to cry about it. This is oak wood right here, which is pretty crazy awesome. Like, oak wood is worth a lot of money. So there we go. I appear to be a little bit over encumbered. It's all right. I need storage chests more than anything else, so I'm not wasting all these resources. Clear out all this grass. Get that up and out of the way. Perfect. Grass is up and out of the way. I can't reap that because it's not ready to go, but we've basically gotten everything taken care of in between here and the last episode. Plant density rating fully grown in 2 days. Outcome quality is 3 stars. Grass has grown on its own and can't be influenced. Oh, I planted grass right there because I'm an idiot. Okay. That's funsies. I know you were probably shouting at me in the comments. It's okay. I'm used to it. I get shouted at in the comments a lot. I make mistakes. So that gives us 30% hunger given our current... Sure. If it saves us bread, why not? I mean, we don't have a ton of it, so we may want to focus shortly on maybe getting a further farming operation up and running. Cloudy. It's a bit cloudy, therefore bad weather. Item decay. 24 items across your inventory and storage decayed last night and were lowered by a quality level. You also have the sun shines and everything is fine. You've unlocked a crafting pattern, which is the baked salmon trademark. Cloudy. It's getting a bit cloudy. Okay, so cool. We've got things happening right now. Love it. I like it when stuff starts to move in games like this, you know what I mean? Like when things are happening and stuff's trucking. I will kill that off, and is there a reason I can't get into my lumber mill right now? Or am I just too income? I'm going to sell this oak wood. I'm going to try and make some money real fast. So how much oak wood do I have? Let's go back, and I assume that I have a ton of oak log. So I'm going to sell that entire stack to make about $3,000. Very nice. And so with $3,000 taken care of, I'm a little concerned why my sawmill is not allowing me to look at it. Oh, we've gotten motivated. Well, we had a quest to get that, didn't we? So we fished. We did the fishing rod thing. Planting hops, stamina, water types, several water types, rivers. So what it wants me to do is catch a fish from the ocean. I already did that, technically, although salmon don't tend to be from the ocean, in my experience. Yeah, our sawmill appears to be not allowing me to interact with it. Nor, pray tell, is our furnace allowing me to interact with it. So I don't know what happened right there. You are currently in brawling. Oh, I can put up hands. That's pretty sweet. So do I just, like, fight something? Like, where do I'm gonna fight the traitor. Come here, traitor. It's time to... I'm gonna throw these hands. I'm gonna put 4 on you, son. Put 4 on you, son, because you've been disrespectful on my orc clan. You lot been disrespectful on me orc clan. So we's gonna crump you. Alright, so right now I need to figure out why my sawmill and whatnot is not currently working. There we go. They appear to have been bugged, and when I reset the game, they fixed. I don't even care about that. Compared to some of the bugs I get in my playthroughs, where it just utterly breaks your save or whatever, I will 100% take that. I'll be cool. If all I have to do is reset the game, which takes all of 4 seconds anyways, and it saves, I don't care. That's a minor bug to me. That's a very minor irritation, and frankly, you're playing an alpha game anyways, so if you're going to sit here and get irritated about random stuff going wrong, maybe alpha games are not for you. I will buy some more fertilizer, because I know we're hard up for that right now. I'm going to buy his entire stack, and then I'm also going to buy all of his seeds. He has lemon... Oh, a sunset bear. I thought that was a lemon seed for a second. I was like, well, I love a slot machine reward box happy. This offer is temporary in the Happy Ox edition. Put it in the slot machine with a barrel of the same edition. I'm way too confused right now. I'm not even going to mess with it. Are you already done? Jesus, this thing... Oops, I didn't mean to do that. This thing mashes out boards at a, frankly, ridiculous rate. I think I may have actually put way too much in there. I think it only takes like 1 or 2 logs at a time, and I think it produces 5 every single time it spits something out right there, which is denoted by this little thing right here. Alright, so with the fertilizer that I have, we've got some crops up and running. I'm happy with what we've got going on right now. What I want to do is I want to... Let's make some more land. I want to see if I can make my little wheat grains or my little oat grains a little happier. So with my oats here, let's go ahead and get them planted. And my guess is that, yes, they will become much happier because they like to have a neighboring plant, strangely enough. I was not prepared for that. Normally, I assume that you don't want to plant things in too close a proximity, but then again, that's probably why I'm not a farmer. That's probably why I have no idea what I'm doing. One of the little UI things that I really love with this game, I absolutely love how all the little crafting benches and stuff move and actually do stuff and actually interact when you've got them working. I can make a wooden floor. So for that, let's get started. So there's 10 wooden floors right there that we've managed to craft throughout the course of today. It wants me to catch an ocean fish. This is an ocean over here, although that's rough water on that side. So what I would suggest, it depends on the color of the water, basically. I'm hiding in the bushes. Gorilla fishing. Gorilla, where's gonna get you, little fishies? Where's gonna get ya? I think you know when you've got a catch, because there will be little splishy splashies, maybe. Let's see. The next time there's splishy splashies, I'm gonna reel in. I know about the splishy splashies. Nothing on that one. So maybe you have to mouse over the splishy splashies with the hook. I don't know. A little fish silhouette or something underneath the water would help me figure this out a little quick. Yeah, there's splishy splashies over there. I love the way the grass moves. That's such a cool effect, and I don't think a lot of games have ever used anything like that. I mean, AAA titles maybe, but oh, cool. We caught something. Looks like a sardine or something, but it restored a ton of our stamina by catching it. And this is why you want to fish every now and again. This is why you want to fish every now and again, is because when you catch stuff, it fills up your stamina entirely. Like, it's a really good system in that you both get food and you get to refill one of your meters, which might be lacking at the moment. Might be slacking a little bit. Lumber mill's all done and taken care of over here. I really need to... There we go. Oh, good. We have the room for 15 planks now. I don't know what I'm going to need the sawdust for. I assume I'm going to use that for maybe covering the floors inside my inn or something like that. I would make it so maybe the sawdust does not take up capacity, because sawdust, really, it's compactable. You know, I would probably omit that, but this is an alpha, so obviously throwing ideas out there. In our building, we've got a wooden floor right here. I'm going to suggest we start from that spot right there. And like that, our journey into being an innkeeper is begun. We have water type fishing right there with our 20 knowledge. I'm going to make it so that I'm even better at not losing stamina. So far, stamina has been the one thing that has hounded us the entire game, and so I'm trying to keep that meter full. My guess is that food will probably become a problem later on as well, but for right now, I'm not really that inclined to be worried about it. This guy, let's see here, we got 3 of that in there. I've got 1% hunger. Yeah, anchovies. I was going to say, they didn't look like big fish to me. They looked like very small, very shitty fish. But I'll throw him inside the burner just in case. On this side, he's almost done with the 3rd log right there. And in fact, we're finally starting to get through some of that wood supply that's sitting over there. If we've got... Oh, I think it probably used up our wood already. Let's take a look at our inventory and find out. Yeah, it used up a bit of our inventory. As far as storage units go, what can I make that will store items for me? This faucet is a barrel with a wooden tree creature on top. So it's a treant. Those look like tables. I don't think those are going to be that helpful. We've got a wooden fence on that side. We can get a thatched roof. Utilities, what I'm looking for. So we've got a chest, which we can use as a storage item. But that requires decorative planks. And decorative planks, I haven't quite figured out yet. Oh, we can make dynamite. Lovely. With our production, is there anything more refined? A beer brewing kettle, a wort boiler, a malt box produces malt out of cereal crops. That makes malt, that probably, yeah, so the wort boiler is probably how you get beer. Got a beer brewing kettle. We've got pipes and things over here, both underground and overground. With the sawmill, I think our sawmill will produce decorative planks for us. It's just I got to figure out how to make it happen. And so if I put in the log, oh, you swap it. Okay, so that'll produce 10 decorative planks. All right. Sounds good to me. We need furniture, so it was already listed right there. You can actually click on that, and it'll change what this appears to be producing. And that looks like it's going to happen pretty quickly, so why worry about it? I don't know if I need to water the crops or anything like that. Everything seems all right to me. This hawker is currently... No, I don't care about the hawker. The hawker is not what I'm after right now. Realistically, what I want to see is that that'll be grown in 2 days, 3 days... That'll be done in 2 days, and it should have supreme outcome quality, which is going to be great. I don't know if I've actually supplied myself with enough seeds as of right now, but we've bought basically everything that he has, and so I would just keep this growing. I would also strongly consider just getting rid of these altogether. Like, grass seeds got to go, and now that we've got that opened on back up, I'm going to say that I would like to have some more land out here. Take that, and we will just spew shit everywhere. because it's what I do on the internet. I'm pretty good at it. Wouldn't you agree that I'm pretty solid at spewing shit? I think I'm pretty good at spewing shit. I think it's something that I have a skill and a particular proclivity for. He'll come back tomorrow, which means that it's almost nighttime now. I'm going to go get my fish out of here. And even though they're not that good, they give so little hunger. So little hunger, I'm still going to use them. We've got 30 decorative boards over here, which is absolutely fantastic, because that means I can start to finally get set up on some of these storage items so that I can put things like wood and like heavier stuff just inside of a box until I actively need them, and you and I together can start cataloging and gathering some of the items for the future. I haven't done a whole lot in here. Refilling stocks. It wants me to buy 100 nails, so I'll kind of keep those. What is this? A sleeping desire. You feel sleepy in a good way, and every second's rest is better than before, as sleeping will require twice as much stamina. Oh, good. So that'll be helpful when it comes up, unless it leaves, and then in that case, I'll just feel like an idiot. So I needed a barrel stores water and can be manually filled with the water bucket tool. It also fills over time during rain. Okay. I'm going to call this the back wall of my storage place. So there's 2 boxes right there. And I don't want to brawl right now, but what I do want is my hand icon. And what we'll start doing is this left crate is just going to be wood supplies, something to get my weight down. I don't need grass, so I'll probably just ditch that. Let me click on the grass real fast. There we go. I'll throw away the entire stack. I don't know what resin is going to be used for. So my assumption is that with regards to the resin, I'm going to hold on to it just in case, because I don't know what it's going to do for me. It looks like we only get 50 capacity out of one of these chests, so this is going to take up some space, and it is going to be a little bit inconvenient. But we do have a place where we can store our stuff now, which is good. And so I'll keep that all nice and lined up over there. And our sawmill is currently jammed up. Sorry, sawmill. I'm not trying to keep you jammed up right now. I promise you, I'm trying to get the stuff that you want, but it takes some time. Make me some more lumber planks, because we've got enough space right now to where it'll do, I think, a 20 stack right there. I may get a second lumber mill up and running, too. It seems like a good idea. I've got extra ingots. It seems like something that would maybe optimize my experience a tiny bit. So let me get these bushes out of the way before I do anything else, because it's nighttime now. Oop, and I almost got swept away by the current. That shit is terrifying, dude. I've lost entire playthroughs to the current, so I try to avoid it when I can. We are good style sleepy, and so we should get a good night's rest here. We are out of our house, and it is day 4. With regards to the UI right here, I would maybe shrink this or give it bars and put it somewhere else on the edge of the screen, because this does take up a lot of screen real estate right here, and I'm a fan of very streamlined UIs. I think you could get away with actually just attaching it right here, so stamina would go right there, hunger would go right there, and then you would have drunkenness and something else down here. Or you could just put all the bars right there, although that would look a little bit cluttered. Like, I can see what they're going for right here. They definitely have, like, a whole bunch of... They're going for an artsy design right here, but sometimes the artsy design to me just appears, especially since the orc is free roaming and can actually go to the bottom of the screen. That means you can have your character behind UI elements sometimes, and I would just avoid that entirely. Chances are I don't know what I'm talking about, but I do play a lot of video games, and I do review a lot of video games, and I know what little things kind of, I'm just like, I don't really like that very much, you know? Like, I know what little things I notice when I do stuff like this. I'm going to take 25 out of here so that I can build another sawmill and that spot. This is kind of horrible for these trees, man. These trees are having a horrible day. Like, they've got to watch their family members' body parts just be chopped up and thrown onto a table and then be crafted into a place that I'm going to live inside of. I'm going to live inside you, tree, and there's nothing you can do about it. It's got kind of a vaguely sexual overtone to it, though. Alright, eat some food. We should be good for today. Instead, we need limestone, so I'm going to start whittling away at that. There we go. A little bit more limestone to be had, although we are slightly overweight, but I think that will more than likely be fixed right around the time I place that lumber mill right there. And so that should get our encumberment down by a pretty significant amount. So we've got 2 tables right there that are currently going to be sawing away in just a moment. How's my encumbrance looking? It's at 485. If I have any extra wood, that's just bark, that's just planks. Okay, so actually we're gonna have to wood shop here. We are gonna have to wood shop. I got 30 more on that side. We'll go ahead and click that. It's gonna be doing its thing on that side, so no biggie, no worry there. The other thing that I want to do is I'm going to do some interior wood panel flooring again. Oh, that's a different... Can I dig that up somehow? Or do I just overlay it, maybe? There we go. I can overlay it. Works for me. Although we're out of logs again already. This is going to be... I'm glad that we got the second lumber mill. I can tell this is going to be somewhat expensive. This is going to be a thing that takes us some effort here. I'm going to chop out this stump right here. God, I hate stumping. Stumping is a pain in the ass. If you've ever dug a stump out before, it is a colossal pain in your booty hole. I promise you, you're going to hate every moment of it. You're going to be like, this is the worst thing that I've done in a while. And then you try to get the roots chopped, so you use a chainsaw, you use like shovels, you use all kinds of stuff to break all the roots so you can bust it on out of there, but it's a job that's a pain, stumping. Good old stumping. I'm going to throw that in there. So now we have 2 lumber mills that are currently producing for us. On this side, ooh. I think that's ready, ain't it? That looks ready to me. Oh, it'll be fully grown in 1 day. Okay. Well, we'll give it a little bit more time then, but I was excited to get going with it. So we are producing planks from both of these now. See, and now we're moving along. I've actually waited this out, and I've got a few more planks than we had previously. I think we should be able to lay down some killer floorboards. Yeah, but isn't this satisfying? Killer floorboards. I don't like laying flooring. I did construction when I was younger, and in general, flooring was like tile jobs and stuff like that. I don't know, I actually really preferred, I know it sounds weird, but I preferred roofing. Things made sense on the roof. I don't know what else to say about it other than that. Things made sense when you were on the roof. The rest of the world might be a confusing, weird place, but the roof made sense. We got a few more grass plants trying to grow up in here, which is upsetting. I don't want them to grow up in here. I want them, like, out of my hair. In addition, we may want to try and get a bit more iron, too. So I'm just going to kind of wail on that stone for a minute until we get something out. Looks like we got a bunch of limestone. Not really what I wanted. I was hoping to... Actually, no, there we go. I think there's some wood in there, too, so we'll get those moving. Perfect. We're going to have logs popping out of all this shit, and then it's time for a pleasant afternoon fish. At which point, my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me here at the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Orcish Inn. How do you guys feel about this game? I really am interested in hearing your comments because I know the game is rough at the moment, but I think the game is in a really good position to actually be pretty awesome. Like, it's a weird thing to say because the game is so primitive and the game is so new right now. Like, it's still just an idea, you know? It's not even a thing yet. But at the same time, you can feel it in this one. Like, some alpha games, you're like, I can't quite see it. This game, you're like, yeah, okay. I can definitely see what they're going for, and I'm getting a little bit excited about it. I'll see y'all in the next episode. Thank you for dropping in. If you want to see more, as always, be very vocal about it, and I'll do my best in order to provide you with more episodes. Other than that, if you don't know who I am and what I do, I'm Splattercat. I do indie games on the internet. I consider it my life's calling, actually, to show off indie games. I love indie games. I love the indie genre. I love the indie culture. I love everything about it. And I found out at one point in my life that I couldn't contribute to it in the way that I wanted to, but instead I had different skill sets that allowed me to do something like this on the internet and make sure that other people got to do what they love for a living by still doing something that's pretty damn fun. I will see you all next time. If you wanted to get Orcish Inn, it's a free download right now. I can give you the link down below. You can play this game today. All right? I'll see y'all later. Bye, everybody.